Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Hearthstone deck guide video, I'm going to take a look at one of the main meta challengers in the new meta, the Fel Demon Hunter. Fel Demon Hunter has so many extremely promising matchups in the current meta. It's great against Face Hunters, against aggro Druids, against aggro Shadow Priest, against Burn Shamans, and Burn Shaman is a really strong deck, so having a great matchup against that, it's incredible. However, Fel Demon Hunter has been held back by a couple of bad matchups. Ramp Druid was first really popular, and Fel Demon Hunter is quite bad against that one, so that held it back. And now we also have stuff like Control Warriors in the meta, and it turns out that Fel Demon Hunter is actually also bad against those Control Warriors, and bad against some Quest Priests, so it's great against like the best decks in the meta. And it's bad against some of the more niche players, but it's such a varied meta that there are a lot of these niche players as well around, and Fel Demon Hunter has not quite been able to break into the very top. It's a great deck for climbing, but it hasn't been able to become the best. Anyway, I used this as part of my Legend climb. I had a good time with this deck. Like Kurtr's Demon Render, it's just such a fun card. You have this near OTK combo when first you have become Kurtr's Demon Render, and then you play Felfire Deadeye with Expendable Performers, and start clicking that hero power every time an Expendable Performer attacks, and boom. Suddenly you're punching 24-26 damage to the dome. That's a magnificent wing addition against board-based decks, but of course if your opponent doesn't play for the board, then the Expendable Performers will have nothing to attack into, and you can't quite finish them off with that. Kurtrus is still a strong asset because you can have like any minions on the board. They attack, Kurtrus's hero power refreshes, and you just get bigger attacks. In addition to Kurtrus, the other wing addition is Jace Darkweaver. Battlecry cast all Fel spells you played this game, so that casts like Chaos Strikes and Chaos Leeches and Fel Barrages and Furies. That often gives you like 15 points of burst or so, and yeah, pretty strong stuff. So what you're doing with this deck is you're playing your Fel spells. They can be used defensively, they can deal a little bit of damage, they boost your attacks, you attack a lot with your hero power, you have Aldercy Warblades for healing, you have Chaos Leeches for healing. An important note, Talented Arcanist is a very strong card because it combines so well with your spells. Like if you're facing a white board, Talented Arcanist plus Immolation Aura, that's 3+3 damage to the board. So if there's like Death Rattles and stuff, then those can all be wiped out instantly. And Talented Arcanist plus Fel Barrage, that's 4+4 damage to the lowest health enemy. So if you're in a matchup where the opponent just doesn't play stuff, you play your Arcanist Fel Barrage, that's 4 mana for 8 damage to the dome. It's small bits of damage like this that you have to build your lethal damage if you can't use your combo if the opponent doesn't play minions into that, and then finish off with Jace. As for the mulligans with this deck, Kurtrus Demon Render is actually so strong that you want to keep it in the mulligan every single time, every matchup. Kurtrus is just incredibly powerful. Other cards you want to hold on to in the mulligan, Chaos Strike, Illidary Studies, gives you a bit of attack, bit of card draw, bit of variety. Skull of Gul'dan, if you can put it in a place where you can play it as an outcast card, so leftmost Skull of Gul'dan, yeah, that's always a keep. Or maybe Skull of Gul'dan with something to the left of it, so that you know that you will be able to outcast Skull, then it's really strong. And Fel Barrage is one of the stronger early game cards as well. It can be used to kill some early minions, it can be used to deal some damage, just a very flexible card. And this is what Fel Demon Hunter looks like in action. This is a keepable hand. Immolation Aura in case this is an aggro druid. Chaos Strike for card draw, and Cursor's just generally good. I think I want to Chaos Strike here and draw another card. Alright, so doesn't look like an aggro druid. Beasts or ramp? We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Might even do the studies here. In case I pick up the spectral side. Find some more cards. Alright, those are 4/4s. I have Arcanists with Immolation Auras. It's a rogue. Well, that was unexpected. I can just clean this up, right? Do I mind if I take 6 damage? Taking 6 damage is fine. Yeah, it's okay. It's not too much damage yet. Hopefully they put something more on the board. Yeah, love it. Spectacular. I know Immolation Aura is away. I could use a Fel Barrage now, but I don't think I need to yet. I just want to get this attack in. Now I have 5 4 demons in Kurtrus. But I handled the first Null, a Double H, and then a Blunderer. Okay, if they have a Shadow Step for that. Didn't it have a Shadow Step? Demons are 5 4s. They did have a Shadow Step, they just didn't want to keep the first buff. I'm fine with that. I'm going in with Kurtrus. And that Wound Thief there. Right? They obviously have Edwin Smite type of plays available at some point. Edwin lost the first buff when they Shadow Stepped it after they had played the card. Alright, Secret Passage. Scabs costs 8 nowadays. Eventually it could be played. If I don't have an Immolation Aura when they play Scabs, but if I have Fel Barrage it's still fine, right? Or I can hold back the Immolation Aura. That's fine too. I wonder if there's a way for me to get access to that skull from the right. I'll kill off these. What if they will make a really, really huge Edwin? That's tough. I think I need to do it like this. I'm unable to free the skull though. We'll see. Alright, Scabs comes in. Well, they gave me the Arcanist back. So I can clear the board again, but I'm worried about that Edwin Smite stuff that's coming. Eventually. Immolation Aura kills these. I got a Fel Gorger out there. I will need to get to that skull soon. Or just play it out there. I'm not going to hold on to Fel Barrage for now, though. But I'm worried that they're just going to find a way to kill me in a single turn. Freezes are powerful. I could spend 1 performers just to get rid of these. What alternatives do I have? I mean, Talented Arcanist kills one of these. I think I'll have to spend one performer so that I won't be frozen all the time. Because being frozen is really bad for me. That's exactly the kind of stuff that I don't want to be happening. I have the option to Fel Barrage now. Do they have any AoE? Because there's also this rather fancy move here. Hit once into that one. Then play the Arcanist Fel Barrage. And now the Rogue will have to answer this board. Because if they don't answer this board, well, then this board is just going to kill them. Either answer the board or kill me. One or the other has to happen. Because this keeps refreshing my hero power. Trying to exploit Rogue's lack of AoE. But we'll see. Evocation. Okay. They might find AoE. Not an AoE spell, but okay. Oh, that's a pretty sweet one. Really getting to work on these. We now don't have the lethal from these. But I have the lethal with the Deadeye and the performers here. Alright. Right, I think I do. So much vengeance. Boom. Alright. Let's see about this one then. Some kind of a druid. Okay. It's another ramp druid. Just incredibly. She then redeems a deck, right? After this game we can take a look at that. Try to do some military studies stuff. Could trade in the Viper. I think I'll trade in the Viper now. Not getting much to show for that yet. Good tier deck. Okay. Alright, fellow culture time. Okay. Sadly, I do not have my AoE spells. So what can I do when I don't have my AoE spells? They probably have Arbor up there or something like that. Even if I glide this hand, I will not have enough mana. So it's better to pick up the Sigil Runner. And see if I can grab like an Immolation Aura here. I couldn't, but I could grab a Fel Barrage. So now I can Fel Barrage 2 of these away. Then I can Fury 1 of them away. Then I can Chaos Leech 1 of them away. Then I can use this to trade 1 of them away. So while I had to make do with weaker cards here, it wasn't all that bad. But then what happens? Okay. Double Cenarian Ward happens on turn 5. Even with no ramp. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, that was quite strong. So that's 16... 20 damage. A bit of a bummer, of course. I have to kill that one. Well, now there is a tiny bit less damage. So I'll have to spend 1 performers, and it will be able to kill everything except for 1/2/2 here. And from there, maybe there's something I can do. Talno Simulation Aura is just 3 damage, it's not enough. So, performers it is. Okay. Well. But Druid has definitely been able to put on a lot of pressure here. Rather unexpectedly, I would say. But maybe we can still work. Maybe we can still work through this. Druid is salty. Well, yeah, but they have everything left. They have so much power left. It's incredible. Just look at this. They don't need to draw cards if they have cards like that already available. Alright. Talnos, Fel Scream Blast. 2 and 2. That goes down to 5. Okay, we have a board clear. But obviously Druid has almost everything left. Almost all the resources are still left, so Druid is not worried. Druid is not worried at all. Do I need to play this Arcanist on the board? So that I could get an Outcast Skull? Possibly. Not necessarily. I think I need to. I need to try to set up for a potentially Outcast Skull. They could just play the Lieutenant though. They look like Ramp Druid. I've seen all 3 of their Umbral Owls. Here comes the Lieutenant. Yeah. We deal 5 damage to that now. And we get to do an Outcast Skull. But 1 combo is not even enough to kill the Druid from more than 50 health. So, how do we kill the Druid from that much health?
Your bones will be added to the pile.
Is Chase enough to kill this? I have played Chaos Leeches. I think Chase will be enough. I don't need to play the Immolation Aura here. Alright, so we use Chase.
Give them Fel. There is no measure to my fury.
Alright, so I will need to use the Immolation Aura. Unless I pick up something with the studies. We'll find out soon. That would deal 1 damage to all enemies.
Shadows grow long.
I will opt to go with the Immolation Aura though. And the weapon. To heal up. I figured I might want Stelina to try to reduce the druid's capabilities here a bit. They have another lieutenant, right? They're out of owls and out of Cenarian wards, but they do have another lieutenant at least. I don't know how many old gods they're running.
Give them Fel.
We'll just have a little.
Let's try to get rid of something in their hand. Survival of the fittest is fine. Let's get rid of that Bok Beam. Hit them in the face a bit. Alright, they are at 45, so there's still a long way to go before I could even combo them down. They immediately redrew the Bok Beam. Sad times.
Aim for the wheels.
I just need a minion here. I could play the expendable performers too. Because the druid will have to draw something useful immediately. They have only 1 draw. They will have at least 2 draws. I'll go with just this for now, but I was considering the expendable performers as an option.
Dead on.
Fear my
This will allow me to start pushing in some damage. Start making cracks on that armor. And then hopefully we can combo them down. They're at 38 now. What more do they have? Oh, double resizing pouch. We'll see. It's too bad that I had to spend 1 expendable performers to survive. No, 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 no. Okay, that doesn't matter actually. Do I have to pull off the combo here? They still have another 7-cost card left. I have to pull the trigger on the combo.
Vengeance. 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 Vengeance.
But now I have no win conditions left. If they can clear the board. Well, look at that. Look at that. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.